Hey guys, Jay here. Happy Wednesday evening. Just got back a little while ago. I'll tell you what, I left this morning with the intentions of getting the oil changed in my mom's car at Ford Escape that they have. And my dad was supposed to do it, but he passed away before that. Well, he got sick, so he never got to take it in. But I took it down this morning, and the owner, was sitting there, and I was talking to him for a little bit. He said he was sorry about Dad and everything. But what ended up happening is they put it up to change the oil, and I asked them if they could rotate the tires, check the air in the tires and everything, just make sure everything's up to par, because like I said, I lost one parent. I don't want to lose another one. And my mom drives like an egghead, just like my sister. But here they ended up. I don't know if you guys can see Jay's gray hair there. Hey, getting old. But anyway, they pulled the wheels off of it and everything. Next thing I know, the boss from the shop, comes in, tells the owner, he said, I'm not rotating them tires. He said, why not? He said, them tires are shot. I said, you talking about the gray Escape? He said, yeah, yours? I said, no, it's my mom's. He said, come on. So I walked out and looked, and here the front tire had a bubble on the inner side of it, like somebody was blowing a piece of bubble gum. The rest of them were worn down on the inside where the cords are coming out. Now, you couldn't see that just looking at it, because the tires still had a bunch of tread on them and stuff. When I looked, the tires were manufactured in 2009. It's 2025, so you can imagine how old the damn tires are. You're out here in this heat all the time, shit tends to not last long. So I was in a pickle. Like I said, I didn't know what to do. But then he told me the brakes were bad. And it's a 4-disc brake unit on that thing. I said, why are the brakes bad? He said, come here, I'll show you. I put my fingers on the rotor. Yeah, they were digging in. The brakes were so low, the rivets started digging into the brakes were so low, they started digging into the rotor. So I asked him, I said, any way you take them rotors off and cut them? I said, just put new brakes on it. And the guy doing the place, he said, we can take and send them out and have them cut. He said, it'll probably take a week and a half. I said, okay. He said, well, let me call the guy and ask him. So hey, I'm on speakerphone. He told him, he said, yeah. He said, I don't have time to do them right now. He said, I got so much here. So, thinking, okay. Jay got to go to plan B. But, so I needed new brakes, new rotors, new tires. And the only thing I went down there was for a damn oil change. And like I said, I go out and see what they're talking about, so I know what it is. So they weren't trying to cheat me at all. It is what they said it is. So I told the guy, I said, look it up for me, tell me how much I need, how much money I need to bring down here, just to get it all done. So it went from $100 to $1,280. And I It's like, what the hell else you gonna do? Besides laugh or get pissed off. But I can't get pissed off at them because they were just doing their job. And to be honest with you, I'm glad they showed me. Because I don't want my mom or my sister flying down 95 and blow out a tire, kill themselves or kill somebody else. Plus, my dad told me to take care of my mom. So, gotta do what I gotta do. So I told him, I said, I'll tell you what, go ahead and get started on it. I said, I'll walk home and get the money. And he said, what do you mean, walk home? I said, I don't live far from here. I said, I'll walk home and get the money. He said, no, you won't. He said, you can take my truck. And he had a brand new Toyota Tundra. Beautiful truck, all these screens and everything. I don't know what the hell they do or anything like that. So it's like I turn the key, start the damn thing up and go. Fuck the rest of it. I don't know what it does, so I don't care. But I pulled in the driveway with that new truck. My mom's sitting out there. She didn't know her car was gone. But she said, I hope and pray you didn't go down and buy a brand new truck already. I said, sorry, Mom. I said, but I needed one. She said, you're unbelievable. I said, I didn't buy a new truck, you dumb what? I just got to pick something up. I said, then I'll be back. So I scurried back to my lockbox, my hidden lockbox, like the little, what they call him, leprechaun. I went to me gold. Anyway, I took $1,500 out of it, jammed it in my wallet, and like I said, I went down and taken care of it. But yeah, so I ended up leaving here planning to spend $100. Ended up being like 13 something, but I was done telling it's all said and done. So then I pulled my mom's car back in. She said, what are you doing in my car? I said, I had your car done for you. She said, all you got to do oil change in it. It's got the oil change, you got new brakes, you got new tires. All your fluids are filled up. I said, here's the paperwork. She's looking at it. She said, I can't afford to give you this back. I said, you don't have to give it back, dummy. So that's where me and my mom butt heads a little bit. She's my mother. I love her to death. And for some reason, my dad or God told me to take that thing down there today. And if I didn't take it, they wouldn't have caught them tires. And then I'd be living with my mom and my sister, somebody being hurt. So, it is what it is. But, yeah, she got 4 brand new tires on it. 4 brand new, what do you call them thing? Valve stems with the computers in them. And, yeah, everything else changed, everything else filled up. Got the synthetic oil put in it that's supposed to go in it. And, like I said, I don't know. I don't know what made me take it down there today, but I did. And, when they started work on it, like I said, you never expect anything like that. But that's what my mom said. How'd you pay for this? Where'd you get all that money? I said, I told you before, Mom. I don't go anywhere. I don't talk to anybody. I don't have any friends. So my best friend is Hip National Bank and my lockbox. I learned a lesson, like I said, the last person I helped out down at Cumberland Farms. I spent a lot of money down there helping them people out. I'm done. I said, they leave there and they kick you in the damn teeth. They don't even say goodbye to you. So it is what it is. But, like I said, I'm not going to send her out on the road like that. It'd be, it'd be easy. It would have been for me to just tell them to throw the tires back on, pull it in the garage. I can't do that. Like I said, her wondering where I got the money from. Shazam! I don't go anywhere. I don't talk to anybody. I mean, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. I guess she was just surprised I had enough money here to pay for it. Because I don't ever really go to the bank. So, I don't know, guys. Like I said, I know she'll be safe. My sister will be safe. Them two nutwhacks driving around the same vehicle, they both drive the same. I mean, when you think getting on a roller coaster is bad when you're hanging on to them arms or going around short corners. Riding my sister and my mother one time. If you didn't pray to God before then, you will once you're in a vehicle with them. So, like I said, something hit me in the noggin, whether it be my dad or the Lord or whatever. If I would have took it down there and went told them rotate them tires, I'd never known. And like I said, they could have been killed or killed somebody else. And luckily, thanks to my dad and thanks to the Lord, I had him do it. So, alright guys, I'm gonna get going. My mother has one more chore for me tonight. She said, did you fill it up with gas? I said, I don't know how they fill it up with gas. I think, are you nuts, lady? But one thing I got out of my mom today was a big hug. And I told her, I said, you keep saying about paying, I said, just give me a damn hug. So she gave me a hug. And like I said, we both missed my dad. But at least I got her set to where she ain't gonna go and get killed. Like I said, money don't mean shit to me. It's fucking peanuts. Money don't make me happy, 'cause I don't need anything, I don't want anything. So it sits back in a lockbox. The rest of it sits in the bank. But I know I don't spend anything, I don't go anywhere, so I had enough money to get it done before it's done. Like I said, I don't want her going out there getting killed. Like I said, we can put them back on and just go on your merry ways, but I wasn't driving home. Well, fuck, how am I supposed to... that's kind of stupid to even say. It's my mom's vehicle. I pull it in the garage and say, hey, your oil's changed, but you're going to have a blowout somewhere and kill yourself. I don't know, but it is taken care of. Like I said, I love my mom, even though we butt heads. I think we're both too much alike. We're both hot-tempered. And when we get into arguments, it's arguments. And my mother always has to have the last word. So, like I said, I lost one parent. I'm not going to lose another. Especially over stupid money. Alright, guys. I'm going to get going. Love y'all. God bless. Please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget the damn likey button, Betty. And I'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.